Hi, I'm culinary nutritionist Natalie Cowell, and today I'm going to be making some seasoned sincronizadas, or ham and cheese quesadillas, which will be topped with a homemade guacamole. This recipe was developed with Latin Americans in mind as a healthier version of a mealtime staple that is both familiar and flavorful. It was tested with Latin Americans across the country to rave reviews, with people loving the added flavor from our salt-free spice blend that we're going to be making, and loving the recipe overall. I'll be serving them with a homemade guacamole, which is a delicious way to get your healthy fats, vitamins, and minerals. To start, I'm going to make a spicy salt-free spice blend that is inspired by Mexican cuisine. In today's blend, I'm combining garlic and onion powder, which are great flavor enhancers for low-sodium dishes, chili powder, ground chipotle, cayenne, and ancho peppers. These spices will add a kick of heat as well as other rich nuances from the different types of chilies. It can also be used in any number of dishes to add flavor without extra sodium. But you can feel free to play around with your favorite spices and herbs to create your own signature spice blend. Now let's whip together the guacamole. In order to cut the avocado safely, I'm putting it on a cutting board and rotating the knife around the pit. Next, I'm putting the pit between my two fingers so I can push it out from behind with my thumb. Then I use a spoon to scoop the avocado out of its skin. I have 2 avocados in my bowl and I'm using a fork to mash them up. Then I'm adding the salt-free spice blend with all the flavors of onion and garlic and chilies, but it's quite spicy, so add to your liking. I love spicy things, so I'm adding 2 teaspoons here, but start with less if you don't love heat. Next comes the juice of 1 lime, a little cilantro, and just a pinch of salt. These ingredients will help elevate the overall flavor of the guacamole. I'll set the guac aside for now and get started on the sincronizadas. I'm mixing 1 tablespoon of Mexican spice blend with 3 ounces of Oaxacan cheese to give it a little kick. You can add as much or as little of the seasoning as you like here. Again, remembering it's spicy, so add more or less depending on your preferences. Now I'm going to build one. For each quesadilla, I am using a tablespoon of the seasoned cheese. I'm sprinkling one side of the tortilla with half of it. Then I'm adding 2 pieces of thinly sliced ham and topping it with the remainder of my cheese mixture. Finally, I fold the tortilla in half to cover the fillings. By seasoning the cheese, the quesadilla will be super flavorful. Now I'm searing the quesadilla on both sides until golden brown. Using a hot pan over medium-high heat that's been spritzed with a little cooking spray. By using cooking spray instead of other fats while cooking can help cut back on saturated fat and sodium. One thing I really love about creating my own spice blend is all the options and versatility. There are so many delicious spices and herbs that can be combined to create new and exciting flavors. By using a blend in a recipe, it's very affordable while creating a depth of flavor that'll enhance any dish without adding extra sodium. Now for the best part. This is so good. You get that spicy kick from the different chili peppers. So delicious just on its own, but I have to try this guac. That's amazing. Guac is one of my favorite ways of getting my veggies, and this tastes so fresh, and the spices take on a whole different character in the guac compared to the sincronizada. There you go, no compromise necessary. You can enjoy the flavor of all your favorites without missing the extra salt and saturated fat. If you want to find other healthy and delicious recipes, check out myplate.gov and start simple with My Plate, or Mi Plato in Spanish.